Hey everybody, welcome to vlog number 1, Daily Ranching with Brett. My goal in this series is to kind of take everybody down this journey of what it's like having a hobby farm slash ranch here in Wyoming. That's Gracie, new pup. Hey baby, what you doing, Gracie? She's all excited because she knows what we're about to do. Anyway, it is hot today. Hot, 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 hot. Unseasonably hot. I was told by many locals here that this is not normal for this part of Wyoming for this time of year. Load up. Good girl. So anyway, yeah, let's go do some things. So I left Texas, what is this, June, July? Last September, moved up here. Look at that view. That's one of the biggest reasons why I came up here. Texas is great. I've got no complaints about Texas other than the fact that it's hot all the time. And when I got the opportunity to move up here, I was really excited because I love the snow. And being a Texas native, I'm used to the heat, but I'd rather live somewhere where it's not so hot all the time. So I figured I'd come up here. And after being here for one winter, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But I was also told that this past winter was pretty mild in comparison to what they normally get. This place is about a little over 60 acres. It's got a lot of terrain out here, a lot of rock too, but it's also got a lot of grass. We don't have near as much grass this year as we had last year. When I came up here to visit the property, it was very green and very tall. And due to the lack of rain this year, it's not very tall at all. Right now, it's mostly dead. But yeah, here's the Longhorn pasture. That's where we're going right now. We're going to go check them out. Come on, Gracie. Good girl. Look how excited she is. Where you at? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, there's the miniature ponies. I got a couple chores I'm going to take y'all with me to do too. So here's the donkey on the left. I named him Nacho. And then in the middle there, that's DJ. He's a miniature pony stallion. He needs his feet trimmed. And right behind him is his girlfriend, Petunia. She needs her feet. They all need their feet trimmed. Moving up here has been quite the experience. I honestly didn't think I would have this hard of a time finding farriers. And I actually had the best luck making a post on Facebook just to like a general community page that I'm a part of now. And I asked everybody, who they use for a farrier. And I have to say thank you because I got a lot of responses on that. And, someone told me that Wyoming, I think it was the lady at the DMV. Anyway, they told me that Wyoming is like 10 years behind the curve from everybody else. And I like that. I really do. It makes things a little harder sometimes, but life's also pretty laid back here. Hey guys, y'all staying cool out here? Let's go check out the Longhorns. About time to clean y'all's water trough out, huh? So that's Pearl right there. She's, I think, a year and a half. So when I moved up here, I bought this herd from a friend of mine that I used to buy horses from back in Texas. He came across some Longhorns, and he had quite a few of them, and I only bought 3. This is Pearl. Back there, the white one, that's Olive on the left, and Ferdinand is my bull. And the little white calf right here was just born May 30th, and that's Olive's baby. So Pearl right here, both of these are her daughters. She's coming up here because she thinks I have treats, but unfortunately I have no treats, honey. How you doing today? See, they're pretty gentle. Most people think Longhorns are mean, and they're not. They're you can get real close to them. I mean, you got to be mindful of the horns, but hey, Ferdinand. Yeah, we need to get you some fly spray. I'm gonna have to go do that today and get some fly spray on these guys. I also need to drag this pasture down. I have a poop buster that I use in this pasture about once a week. But it's been about 2 weeks because it's been so hot. I really don't want to come out here and do it in 100-degree weather. But I just figured I'd come check on everyone. And I need to go look over here at their tub. So yeah, it's very windy here. That's another thing that I'm fairly used to in West Texas. But I've never seen 80-mile-an-hour winds where I'm from, and we had a couple of those this past November. Let's take a look at this tub here. Oh yeah, they still got plenty in there. Okay, they got plenty of mineral too. I guess they're not too hot because they're all up and about. I had some loafing sheds out here, and this past November, that they came with the property, but in November we had some 80-mile-an-hour winds come through, and it actually picked my loafing sheds up from on this fence, and it blew them all the way across the pasture into my neighbor's pasture, and it flattened them, just completely destroyed them. But they weren't in the best of shape because they looked pretty old. They were welded together out of square tubing and had our panel on them. Love when the gates get stuck. I've also got an infinite amount of projects to do out here. Actually, this little pen, I built this just as a little catch because I had about a dozen horses. Now I'm down to 5, including the minis. I have 3 over there in the stables, and not counting the donkey. But anyway, I went ahead and fenced off all the way down here to give me a 17-acre pasture where the horses could eat and not be near the house and not get near the barn or anything else. Just kind of have them in an actual pasture. Plus, I'm a big believer in paddocks. I don't like things getting eaten down. I like to be able to rotate my grazing. But yeah, look at all this. Where I'm from, it's flat, so this may not seem like much to most people that are used to seeing the mountains, but to me, it's pretty cool. But all in all, I've enjoyed living up here. This property came with quite a few things, but I have an infinite amount of projects to get done. There's a lot of things on this property weren't built right or weren't here at all, and upgrades that I want to make, along with just some other ideas that I have. Oh, look at her. She already loaded up. Good girl. If y'all don't have a side-by-side, you got to get one. These things are great. There's no air conditioning in this one because it's an open cab, because I'm from Texas and I didn't ever plan on getting a closed cab side-by-side. And those suckers are expensive. I got a new toy that I want to get installed for these horses over here. So because it was so unseasonably hot, this set of stables did not come with any fans. So when I had the electrician come out here and kind of double check everything, I was having some issues. There's everybody. So we had to come over here and, get that GFCI right there changed out and look at the wires, and there's an electrical panel on the outside. Anyway, just normal, landowner, homeowner things, doing your due diligence, getting some things checked out. And there were absolutely no fans in here at all. So last week, before we hit 100 degrees, I went and bought 2 of these smaller fans. Now they will end up in a little bit of a better situation here. I'm very particular about things being organized and in straight lines, and so this was just quickly thrown together just to get these horses some relief from the heat, get some air moving in here, especially on the days when we don't have wind. But this bad boy is a thermostat plug and receiver that I got from Home Depot. And the reason I got this is so I can plug it in here. Matter of fact, let me just set this up and we'll do it together right now. And what this does is it's got a little switch right here on the back for heat or cold, so that you can set this thermostat to kick on or off, whether you got a heater or an air conditioner plugged in. But I'm going to use this for these fans. That way they're not on 24/7. And matter of fact, let's see here. We got the Fahrenheit side. Yeah, that's the top side. So I'm going to set Fahrenheit to about, let's say 70 degrees. And unplug that. Plug that in. And hopefully old CC over here won't mess with this. So it looks like I may actually have to flip that switch in here. See if I can see what we got going on. Oh, I see. So it's super, super, super tiny. And I'm 37 years old now, so my eyes are not what they used to be. But inside there is just, let me see if I can find the camera. The babiest of switches right inside there at the top. I don't know if you can see it or not. So I'm going to have to grab my handy dandy pocket knife here. Reach in there and flip it because it's on the heat side. So I need to flip it over to the cool side. I don't know if my knife's going to fit in there. I may have to find like a little stick or something. I find that ironic that they stuck that in there in such a way that you can't hardly reach it with anything that's not a needle. Let's see, do I have anything in my pockets? No, I do not. Okay, I got it. I was able to get a little piece of baling wire and stick it in there, and it was just stiff enough to flip that switch over. So let's try it again. Here we go. Plug that in. Actually, let's plug it into the top one. And power it on. And there it is. Just like it's supposed to work. Get the old sunglasses back on. There we go. Nice. I will say I'm not lazy, but I like to be efficient. I'm not a big fan of having to do work that I don't have to do. So anyway, there it is. Thermostat, which when it hits the desired temperature I have set to 70, got the power turned on, goes to the extension cord where both of them are plugged in, fans are on. Sweet.